For every child, nobody was born ready, nobody was born good in math, nobody was born good in reading. It's about practice. Keep doing it, keep trying, keep asking questions, interact with as many as possible, and you will be good with time. When your teacher or your parents tries to assist you, be keen, pay attention, be in the moment, ensure that you are getting something. If you don't understand, ask again, use different resources, and you will be good.
Hello everyone, welcome to another amazing episode of B418. B418 is a show that focuses on children who do spectacular things and adults who impact the lives of children. I will be your host, Manasseh Gedwa, and today I'm here with an amazing guest and I'm going to let him introduce himself. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Manasseh. I'm Julius Irungu, CEO and co-founder of Esoma Solutions, where our primary focus is ensuring that every child has an opportunity to master foundational literacy and numeracy, which is the most basic level of learning. And when we solve for them at that level, we know that we are giving them a beautiful future, an amazing future, lifelong learning, where they have an opportunity to grasp the best that these lives gives.
Amazing, amazing. That brings me to the question that, I'm even curious, when you're young, did you ever struggle with numeracy or literacy or reading or, numbers or anything like that?
Definitely. I think every one of us has gone through such a challenge when they're growing up. I'll speak for myself. And my first obstacle with numeracy was in the concept of subtraction.
Yeah.
And when we were in class 1, back in those days, it was class 1, not grade 1. And we started doing subtraction. I could not understand why you're no longer putting things together.
Yeah.
You have to count once and put things away.
Yeah.
And it was so interesting during that time when I reflect back.
Yeah.
Because the challenge that I saw as a young kid was not with the subtraction. It was the fact that every time I would get home around lunchtime and I have an assignment on subtraction, my grandma wouldn't let me take lunch before I'm able to take 3-4 questions of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is how I built my understanding of subtraction, out of a little bit of some sense of punishment.
Yeah.
Because not taking lunch was purely punishment.
I feel you.
It was such a punishment.
Yeah.
So building slowly by slowly. But the time I was in class 4, math was my favorite subject. So overcoming just those challenges of I didn't know what subtraction meant or what I was supposed to do with it. But with time, a little punishment, a little training, I was able to get over it.
Amazing. Yeah. And what do you love about your platform? I don't know if you guys mentioned, but his platform is Esoma Kids. And what is that you love, or let me phrase it differently. Do you think that every child, when they're given an opportunity or a platform, can be a fast learner at their own rate, or when they have a good platform?
Thank you. I don't think every child will become a fast learner because of using a platform.
Yeah.
But what the platform does is that it doesn't judge their speed. It just uses what they are, where they are, their strengths and weaknesses, tailors a path that is able to cope with who they are, and takes them towards proficiency. Because the goal is every child able to understand foundational literacy and numeracy, and they're going to be proficient. If we compare this to a race, it is not who finished first, it is did everyone finish. And that is the goal we have with our platform. Tailoring this learning to every learner's needs, being able to understand where they are, where they should be, and then mapping them out throughout that journey to make sure that we take them from point A to point B, where they are now proficient in foundational learning.
Amazing. And what do you think about the current curriculum that we have, and how it enables kids to respond, or how kids respond to it? Do you think there are changes that will be made probably in future, or you're loving it the way it is right now?
The curriculum is good, but it has its own teething problems. students. Like with any transition or movement from one area to another, we'll always encounter challenges. It is designed in a way that it's heavily practical and also requires a huge investment of both personnel and financial resources and infrastructure. We have not gotten to the right place with the personnel we put in to implement the curriculum. We are still also not there with infrastructure, but the kids need this training. So it's a matter of, are we able to move fast enough to bridge the gaps so that we make the good intentions of the curriculum meaningful when we look at the outcomes of what the kids become when they go through it. So it has its challenges, but if correctly and well implemented, then we are in good shape with it.
And have you ever had an encounter where you've encountered a child who has been using your platform, and then you see you've probably seen them when they're starting, they're not proficient, but then after they're through, you can see that they're happy, they're able to understand, or how is that experience?
Learning is a process and has so many factors that come on board. And we've observed kids using our platform, and one of the things with children is that when there is amusement and excitement in what they are doing, they are able to grasp things faster. And this is what we bring to them with Esoma Kids. We bring that amusement, that excitement, that happiness when they are going through their learning, such that it aids in their learning. We've seen kids moving from one point to another. In our most recent analysis, we had growth of over 15% for learners who have used our platform from the point they joined to an analysis like 3-4 months down the line. So we can say that it is aiding them in the improvement of foundational learning.
Yes. And how is Esoma kind of different from other platforms that kids are using? Some of them are not even fruitful, or someone cannot track their growth, or how do you think Esoma is different to that?
Esoma is a completely exciting platform, and it's very different from whoever we are competing with in the space, or whoever we are working with in the space. In that, we have considered how do children learn? What can we do to nearly replicate what they would get in a classroom? Are we considering the social-emotional state? Are we considering the acquisition of interdisciplinary skills? Are we enabling them to learn, or are we just giving them something so flashy, exposing them to things and then they find their way? We have considered the science of learning, how children learn, and what is the most effective path, what are the best practices for this child to be able to benefit from an online learning platform. We've also considered that children are nowadays almost always on the screen. How do we make this their screen time, quality screen time? Not just screen time, but we derive quality out of it. So in our development, those are very key factors. Also conversations and feedback from the children, their parents, the teachers, to just have something comprehensive addressing the needs of these children. So we've seen kids use the platform, not just get excited and enjoy using it, but also grow in their proficiency in foundational learning.
Amazing. And if you are the minister of education, the one who is in charge of education in this country, how would you be, or what are things that you would tackle in the educational space?
Two things. Number one is education financing.
I
would just make sure that education is well funded. Money is going to the right places in education. I know we always say that education is probably the most, the biggest funded vote head in our budget at around nearly 30%. Probably the best in the region, almost the best in the continent. But exactly how much money trickles down to that child who really needs the money to be to go through the education system. The numbers of the amount that gets to the child is completely worrying if you look at the numbers. Number two, I would mainstream technology in education. I would make sure that every child has access to use of technology, both in the classroom and their supplementary studies. I would try to get us in a place whereby we don't just use technology as a fancy word or just as a buzzword in education, but actually integrate what is working into the education system, mainstream it, and make sure that every child has the benefit of using technology to go through their learning.
Amazing. And what is that you would love to tell parents who are probably watching with their children? Probably there's a parent who has seen their children, probably they're not that proficient in reading or the numbers or something like that. What is that you would tell the parents?
To every parent who has a child, whether the child is struggling or the child is doing well, the foundation is what matters the most. I am very sure that if you have a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 10-year-old, you have not yet given up on their education. You have not yet said that this one cannot make it. So invest in your child's education, both in your resources, in your time. Be very present in this child's foundational learning, because when the base is formed in a strong way, when the base is strong, when the foundation is very well done, your child has the best opportunity to grasp life and to acquire the best opportunities to pursue life in the most fulfilling and satisfying way possible.
Amazing. And what is that probably as you're using your platform, what are some of the mistakes that you see people doing, or when they're using your platform, or probably there is no mistake, but what is that you think if they use your platform in some kind of way, they will get better results?
For every parent or every child who uses Esoma Kids, the thing is, be regular. You don't have to use 10 hours over one day, but you can shape it into, I'll be using Esoma Kids 20 minutes every day of the week, even if it's just the weekdays, for 20 minutes every day, and you will see very positive results when using Esoma Kids. Another thing, when using technology in learning with a platform like Esoma Kids, make sure that as a parent you are invested. It is not just the learner just going in, but make it mandated learning. As a parent, you have a lot of power on the benefit that a child can get from a digital platform. Be involved, monitor progress, check what they are doing from your dashboard. You are able to capture very important details that will also help you in assisting the child to keep on benefiting and to keep on using the platform for positive gain in their foundational learning.
Amazing. And what advice would you have for a child who is saying, probably I'm not good at reading, or I'm not good at numbers, or I'm not good at math, or something like that? What is that you will tell them?
For every child, nobody was born ready, nobody was born good in math, nobody was born good in reading. It's about practice. Keep doing it, keep trying, keep asking questions, interact with as many as possible, and you will be good with time. When your teacher or your parents tries to assist you, be keen, pay attention, be in the moment, ensure that you are getting something. If you don't understand, ask again, use different resources, and you will be good.
Well, at this point, I just want to go and use Esoma Kids. I also now need to know how to do math and also to know how to read. Where can I access Esoma from?
I think Esoma is, you can access Esoma Kids in two ways. Number one, you can access us through an app that is on Play Store. Just go to Play Store, search for Esoma Kids, download the app and install it into your phone. And then there is also another way, as a web platform. Go to Google, type www.esomakids.com. Either on the app or on the web platform, click on the button that says Start Learning Now. When you click Start Learning Now, it will prompt you as a parent to create an account in a very in a very simple way, using either your phone number or your email. When you create your account, if you have as many as 10 children, you can add them into that parent's account such that they can individually learn. You can monitor each kid's progress. And then on the parent's dashboard, there is a button to add a child in 3 very simple steps. And then as soon as you add a child, you can activate a trial and be able to experience Esoma Kids. If you have any troubles, we'll provide a contact that will be written below, and you can reach out to us for any assistance. Thank you.
And I am curious to know, have you had any testimonials of someone saying my child used the platform and I'm really seeing growth, in this area and this area?
Thank you. I'll quote one that is so much recent verbatim, where a parent told me that thanks to Esoma Kids, my niece and nephew are now very responsible children. Because, as I mentioned earlier, we have integrated those things in building our platform, where we are not only training kids to be good in math and literacy, but also on overall interdisciplinary skills of life. So that is the most recent feedback I got from our parents.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And how do you make your platform different from just the class perspective of learning to now teaching kids the general disciplines of life?
Thank you. One of the most beautiful features we have on the platform is the zoo. It's called the zoo game. It's a virtual zoo which we have integrated to make sure that children can learn the art of accountability, consistency, care, and even intrinsic motivation. And how we achieve this is for you to manage this zoo or to have this zoo, you're supposed to buy your own animals. To buy these animals, you need to earn learning points, and these learning points are earned. The more you learn and master concepts, you earn points on the platform. Then again, you will use these points to buy animals, and not just to buy the animals, you will need to feed them, clean the enclosures, and also water them every 7 days. So every child, if you have 1 animal or 10 animals, you need to consistently learn to earn enough points to maintain your zoo. So beyond just making them good in math and literacy, we are also training them on these skills that they need in their lives.
That's amazing, and thank you so much for touching the children in a very special way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.